Hello folks, it's JDporkchop and welcome to another episode of Rotarycraft Infinity. I am here out in the nether so we can pick up where we left off in the last episode. I'm here to steal myself a... go away. I'm here to try and get that spawner. Yoink. Let's just kill these guys and then we can head back to the base. So the plan is, if these guys would die... Yeah! Oh, there's another one out there. Yeah, the plan is to take the spawner back to the base. You can see I already died here, mucking about earlier on. And... Are they following? Nope. Yeah, head back to the base and get this spawner set up in our new mob grinder. With the Rotarycraft spawner attachment thing that we talked about in the last episode. The spawning room's been all finished off. I've done a couple of alterations to it, but hopefully we should be able to get this finished in the first half of this episode, and then we can move on to making jet fuel. Some blue slime. So yeah, while you're carrying a spawner, it slows you down, so I am going to get back to you in a second once I get back to the house, and also the nether tends to make me jumpy, as you can maybe tell. So yeah guys, I will speak to you again in 2 minutes when we're back in the house. Die bat! So I'm back in the house. I learnt a clever little trick there actually. If you stick it in your bag of holding, it takes away the slow effect. So yeah, back in the house. I've done a little bit of changes in here. The fans are now running, and I think the kill thing is working as well. We'll go check the chest in a minute. I took away the conveyor belts because you can't spawn. If I turn this on, this whole area is now spawn area. And when there was conveyor belts there, yes, it would mean that the stuff that was spawning out the spawners would be pushed into the middle trench, but all this spawn area was going to get wasted. So I decided to rip those up and just put trapdoors there, so apparently, I'm not entirely sure if this is right, but apparently mobs will think that that's a block, trapdoors, and will step on it and then obviously fall down into the trench. So yeah, if we head down here, I'm going to obviously make a proper tunnel out of this at some point. It's all sort of bodged together at the moment. So it is working. Excellent. So that's essence, that's or XP. So we will be able to hook that up eventually to one of the advanced, what do you call it? The charming tables for putting enchants on stuff. And all sorts of other stuff we'll be able to use that for in the future. And then this will collect all the stuff that comes off the mobs. For now it's just a chest, but I will connect it to the logistics system. So yeah, it seems to be working. So we'll just jump back up here. So the plan is, I'm going to hook up the blaze spawner right above those fans, right over there. And then eventually we'll also add some of the... what's it called? The name of the mod, the Ender IO spawners will get hooked up into this room as well. So I'm going to get that all sorted out, and then I will be back in a minute, guys. Okay, so we are down the back of the mob grinder room. I'm going to pull out our mob grinder, set it down. Now, I'm not entirely sure if mob grinders will spawn in the overworld without kind of, you know, mod interaction, but he seems to be speeding up. Yep, there we go. Get out of the way. So I'm going to leave this running for now, and then eventually we will do it with there we go. Eventually we'll hook up the spawn controller. But first we need to work on something else. We need to work up a way to power it. And we're going to power it with jet fuel. So for right now, this machine can't be run because I don't have the fuel for it. And I need blaze powder. Now I do have a little bit just from killing off blazes by hand. So we have enough to get started. I'm going to fill in a little bit more of this, but I haven't got any stone. I'll do. Just so in case they spawn on the other side of this wall. I don't think they will, but just in case. Just fill it in a little bit. There we go. And stick a torch down over there. Cool. So they should spawn now when I'm standing in this room. Whoa. I want to put some glass. Get some glass in there. The big question is, are they gonna go down to the... Yeah, they don't seem to want to get blown towards the killing thing. So I've been stood here for a little while now, and it's definitely not the most efficient way of doing things, because they tend to spend most of their time just kind of flying around. But I definitely have heard a few of them dying. So if we go down here and have a little look... Whoops. Yeah, there you go. So we are definitely... it's working. It's just maybe not working particularly efficiently. So I'm guessing if we... I can hear them all dying now. Maybe I have to stand down here then. Maybe this will kind of make them... Maybe they can see me through this little gap or something and it makes them come over here. I don't know. Anyway, it works, it just doesn't work very well. And I think that's just because the blazers can fly. I think it'll work a lot better with like mobs, skeletons and zombies and stuff. But anyway, it works and that's the important thing. So the next thing we need to really move on to, and I'm lost, I need to go this way, is... I don't know why I didn't just use the portal gun portal, but hey-ho. The next thing we need to get made is the actual jet fuel creation thing. So I'm going to go and get all the bits together for that, and then I will show you how it's made in just a second, and we're going to get that fitted, hopefully get it powered and on, and maybe make our first bucket of jet fuel, which would be really fantastic. So bear with me just a minute. Okay, so I have a fractionation unit. I think that's how you pronounce that. So I have one of those. That is how we are going to make our fuel. So if I just show you this, I think I showed you this before, but just in case I didn't, these are all the items that we need. So netherrack dust is just ground down netherrack, and tar sand is just ground down soul sand, blaze powder, ethanol crystals, coal, and magna cream. So, and then you need a gas tier, but that isn't consumed. That stays there. So once you have that gas tier, you're fine. I haven't got one. At least I don't think I have one. Where would I put it in my magic chest? No. So I'm going to have to go gas hunting at some point, which is going to be a whole bunch of fun. But yeah, for now, it should be okay. Well, I'll probably go do that after I've fitted this. Now, a couple of other little things we need is another gas engine to power the fractionation unit. So I have a gas engine with me. And we also need some bevel gears, because this needs the power pumped into the bottom. And I'll show you how you make those. It's just... Oh, I really need to reset my key bindings. Right, bevel gear is just that. It's easy enough. And it's basically a gear system that you can move around. I'll show you in just a second. I didn't show you how the fractionation unit thing is made. That's how that's made. And that's just obsidian and glass. So I want to build it in my fuel and power production room. So I guess here, just stick it here. So I'm going to stick down the bevel gear first. So that goes there. And I know this looks complicated, but I promise you it isn't. And then we'll stick the... Hold on, let's get the gear system. I also made this, which I should have made ages ago in all honesty. Angular transducer is basically you just click on things and it shows you the input and output of stuff, like where things have to go. So if you look at this, the blue side is the top side, and I'm probably going to connect my engine at the back, so that's like the pink color. So if we now go into this, the input side, what did I say, pink, and the top was blue? Yeah, if you look down, up, north, south, west, east. So there we go. So it's now set that gears so that the power can come in the back here and we'll go out the top. So next thing's next. I take my gas engine and we'll stick that here. And as the angular transducer. So if you click on things, it just tells you. And then the fractionation unit on top. We're just going to call it, from now on, we're calling it the jet engine, the jet fuel machine, because fractionation unit is difficult for me to say. Right, so that's that all sorted. Now, for the stuff that we need to put into it, we're not going to need a massive amount. The machine is fairly efficient, so I am going to stick to that thing. Is absolutely clogged. I had to upgrade this to an iron chest because it was full. And the reason I've got this stuff in here is just to switch it to the Rotarycraft version of it, so I'll grind it down and then recook it. But yeah, it's a little bit full. But hopefully what I'll do is I'll upgrade these jet engines when we have enough fuel. So, what was I in here for? No, I won't use that one, I'll use this one. I need to put some soul sand in. So that's going to grind that down. And I also need some netherrack. So it's going to turn those into dust. I hope. Ta-da! That'll get dumped in that just there. We'll come back for it in a minute. The other thing we need is blaze powder. Let's go check on how many blazes are in. Yeah, see what I mean about the dark side now being kind of handy. Let's see how much stuff is down here. Oops. Nothing. Oh well. I still have some blaze rods upstairs. So we'll just quickly nip up and go get those. And then magma cream. I think you can make that with blaze powder and slime, if I remember rightly. But eventually we will get a magma cube thing spawner. I need to eat. And then that should be us. So I need this. I need slime. Blaze rods. This chest is getting a bit full, isn't it? You put this. Wow, I've got so much lapis. I think at some point, I think in the very near future actually, we are going to have to switch over to applied energistics because these are just not... I'm producing too much stuff is basically what is happening. And that isn't even before we start getting on to like using the Rotarycraft boring machine. That thing will churn out twice as much. So we'll get a couple of these, and we will get... We've already got some blaze powder, so that's fine. And what were the other things we needed? I still have to go get that gas here. Right, so I've got blaze powder. I'll grab some coal. Where is coal? Would be in here. See what I mean about just everything. I have too much of just everything. My cat is trying to trash the place. So we will go dump all these things. Let's just put this in here. Grab a couple of bits of netherrack. Right, so where's the tar dust? There we go. Right, so I'm going to wait for some netherrack dust, and I may... Yeah, and I have to go get a gas tier, which is going to be all kinds of fun. So that might take a while, guys. So I'm going to cut it here. Let's just go dump all this stuff into the fractionation unit. The jet fuel machine. So tar sand, coal, and what were the other two things? What are we missing? Ethanol crystals and netherrack dust. There we go. And then we need to stick a pipe in the top of it to gather all the goodness. Right, there we go. Netherrack dust. So let's have a look. What do we got? Netherrack. Perfect. So I just need the gas here, so I'm going to go grab that now. So like I said, that might take some time. I gotta clear all the stuff out of my inventory and stuff as well. And I will be back in a minute. The thought occurs to me as I run around in the nether with a nothing to hunt with but a bow, that we maybe have ran a little bit before we should come walk. I think I definitely need to go back and look at some of the basic stuff that I really should have, like flight and a decent ranged weapon. So I think those will probably be... Well, if we're making jet fuel, we could definitely make the Rotarycraft jetpack. If we don't do that, then there's plenty of other ways of flying. But yeah, I have no flight. At least I have half decent armor. Like, this stuff is pretty good. It will take some punishment. Yeah, and I think we need to maybe look at the... what's it called? Oh, there's definitely no gas going to be in here, is there? The IC2 laser pistol mining laser thing. Because if we get that, that's quite a good weapon. I don't know, we'll have a look. At some point, we definitely need to improve on some of the tools that we have. I'll tell you another thing we'll be doing very soon as well. It's doing some Thaumcraft. Because there's some tools there that are good for building. There's the wand, what's it called? The wand of something or other. Equal exchange, I think it's called, or something like that. Which is very good for building. It would help me massively. Ooh. So yeah, we're definitely going to be working on that in the near future. Because this is rubbish. And I still don't see any ghasts. Whoa! But I do see an ender creeper thing. Anyway guys, I just thought I'd mention that because it was sort of on my mind. And I will be back when I find a ghast. I do believe there is a ghast over there somewhere. Maybe. Well, I can definitely hear one. Ooh, we're high up. Did anybody see the ghast? Anybody see the ghast? I don't see a ghast anywhere. He's definitely got to be around here. I can hear him. This way, maybe. I'm gonna fall. I can feel it. This is really not the best position to be in when you're wanting to fight a ghast. But needs must. See if I can find a way down here somewhere. Ah, there he is. See him down there? I'm gonna swim in the lava. See, now this is the problem. If I kill him now, he's gonna drop the ghast here into the lava, and all of this was for poo ball. Is there any other way of getting a ghast here? I really should have maybe looked that up before embarking on this endeavour. Ghast here. Oh, there is ways of making them. Oh yeah, but you already need one. And getting a ghastly queen bee, I bet you'd take a long ass time. Yeah, I'm guessing killing a ghast really is the only viable option. So, I am gonna try and lure this guy out of the lava lake. And where's he gone? He's still down there. He's just submerged. Yeah, anyway guys, I'm gonna come back to you in a minute when I've killed this guy and at least try and get his tier. Because this is a bit boring. I'm surprised he hasn't seen me actually. Up here. See me? No, still doesn't see me. Oh, lag. Yeah, so I'll come back in a minute, guys, once I've killed this guy. I'm going to try and lure him onto the land and get him. Okay guys, the Ghast is ahead. We just have to sort of lure him over this way. Whoa! Oh! Go away! Whoa! Whoa! See, look, he's fireballing us, but he doesn't seem to really want to come over here. Look at you with your enchanted sword, aren't you, Swish? What have I got in the way of arrows? I was 6 arrows. This is seriously poor. Come on, just over here a little bit. A little bit closer, pal. A little bit closer. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, it's not helping that I'm on ash. Whoa, there we go. He's close enough. That was rubbish. And now he's back over the lava anyway. Right, guys, I am going to kill this guy off camera because I've wasted too much time just mucking about. So I will be back in a second. Because he's going over there again. Alright, so I did want to try and get it on camera, but he is not playing ball. So after over an hour of mucking around in the nether, I finally have a Ghast here. Woohoo! So we're going to stick that in there. One of the other little things is I've taken the engine away because I forgot I needed a gearbox in this. So that's the wrong way around, I think. If I get my screwdriver, there we go. So it needs to be the red side. The green is the input and the red is the output. And then we'll put the engine down here. So this is an 8-to-1 gearbox, and I'll just show you with gearboxes. Let's show you the steel ones. So you make gears like so, and then depending on what ratio you want, you just add more gears. So this is a 4. That's 2 of those. And you have a 8, which is on. There you go. So that's a 4 and a 2. And then it goes all the way up to 16, which is an 8 and a 2 is your 16. Okay? I mean, all of this is in NEI. I just like to show it because I like to show it. Right, the other thing is, if you turn these on without any lubricant in it, it will damage the gears. I think, yeah, wooden gears, stone gears don't need lubricants. Steel and diamond do, and then if you get all the way up to bedrock, which are extremely expensive, they don't need lubricant either because they're pretty much indestructible. So I have a barrel of lubricant here, which is from some of the stuff we made earlier on. Now this is a very, very kind of crude way of getting it into the gears, but for now it'll do, and then we'll set up a better system in the future. No, I don't need that there. I need it on the barrel. Where is my spanner? There it is. Or crescent hammer, should I say. Okay, so I need this on here, and then I need it to be working. So this should now, there we go, see the pool of lubricant in it, and it's slowly filling up. And it won't use up a lot of this. I mean, 24, it'll take 24, is that buckets? Yeah, I guess that's what that is. 24 buckets. And that'll last, I mean, that'll last hours and hours and hours. So the last thing, that's all working, that's all, is I guess just put some fuel in here. So let's just put 1 crystal into star. Okay, now, at the moment, this is set to torque. So it's taking the, if you go into here, we go to this. Now if you see here, the amount of power the gasoline engine puts out is 65 kilowatts. And it sends that out in 128 newtons of torque and 500 rads of speed. Now this gear system is downshifting that speed into more torque, but we want to do it the other way. So I think if I just hit it with the screwdriver while pressing shift, yes, there we go. So that's shifted it up, so it's now I may have miscalculated the gear ratio that I needed. It might be the 16 and not the 8. So I'll be back in a second. I'm going to fix that. that'll just have to get broken. And I will go make a times 16 gear ratio and not the times 8. Okay. Okay, so I have changed this out. It's now 16 to 1. It's refilling up with lubricants. So I will dump one more crystal into here. And as before, shift and right click with a screwdriver. And bingo! We are making jet fuel. You see it all here, these bars are all filled. So it's perfect. And when this gets to here, we should, there you go, achievement got. One tiny bucket of jet fuel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a little bit more, a couple more crystals in here, not a lot, because I just want this to run, you know, only have 6 magma creams, so it's not going to last long. 5 blaze powder. And this will, it doesn't use up 1 each time, it sort of randomly picks 1 and just uses 1. So out of this you'll get 6 buckets. Like if you put 1 of each one in. Well, sort of, but you know what I mean. I'm not really making much sense, am I? So I am going to, can I scoop it straight out of it? No, I can't. Okay, so I'm going to hook a pipe up to the top and a barrel, and I'm going to start filling it up. With that, I think we will probably just wrap up now, if truth be told. So with all this, I'm going to try and get a few more magma cream. I'm going to get the blaze powder, the blaze rods I have ground down, get that in, and try and get a good stock of oh, we already have 6 buckets, 8 buckets. So fantastic. I'm actually going to put a bit more ethanol in here. How long will that last for? That'll run for 9 minutes. So we should hopefully have, like, I don't know, 20 buckets, maybe 30 buckets. Yeah. So that's absolutely perfect. That's amazing. And the next thing to do is get this to a point where it will run continuously without any interaction. So we need to get magma cream, and we need to get probably some more ethanol running and stuff like that. And that's some stuff I'll do probably off camera in between episodes. I'm also going to get the blaze spawner hooked up to the jet engine, but I'll probably do that on camera because I want you to see me building the jet engine. So anyway guys, this has not been the most exciting episode, just sort of kind of getting this done, but in the near future we are going to finish off the mob grinder. I should hopefully get that done by the end of next episode, or at least halfway through the next episode, and then we're going to move on to some other stuff. We might even take a step away from the whole tech and go into magic with Thaumcraft and what's the other one? Blood magic. I've never ever used blood magic before, so that would be an education for both of us. Anyway guys, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, and you have any questions or anything, feel free to stick down in the comments. If you enjoyed it, a like and a subscribe would be really appreciated. And I'll catch you in the next episode guys. I've been JDporkchop, and this has been Rotarycraft Infinity. Catch you later.